Kareem tips the ball and gives it to Larry Spriggs, who gives to Magic, and the Lakers will open the fourth quarter with possession. And Magic Johnson guarded by Danny Ainge. Whether that's intentional or otherwise, we don't know, but I think Dennis will take him probably. Now bad pass by Spriggs into the backcourt and out of bounds. I don't think it was deflected. No, it wasn't. Just a horrible pass by Spriggs.
Well, James looked very puzzled on that play. He thought for sure it had been deflected.
All right, Bird brings the ball in. The Lakers are averaging over 19 turnovers a game. Now Dennis Johnson gives to Larry Bird out in front above the three-point line to Dennis, having a good offensive year, and you know he's a great defender. Here's Bird, one bounce dribble, 16-footer. Nope, he gives off to Ainge for the 20-footer, and Ainge missed the shot. The rebound is to Magic. There goes Spriggs. Magic can't see a passing lane, so he gives to Worthy down the middle, in deep, finger roll, good. A sensational two-stride job from the free throw line.
He sailed like a 747, James did.
2-0, the Lakers are in front, and Dennis Johnson has the ball. Into the post it goes to Bird. Bird to the dribble, stop, 18-foot jumper and away. That's good. I watched him tonight in practice make 71 straight free throws, and he made 22 straight from the top of the key. Here's Magic's 20-footer outside. That's good. So the two great stars, Magic and Bird, do not disappoint.
No way.
4-2, the Lakers. Long pass into Parrish. Parrish looks back to Ainge, goes to dribble, loses the ball. Is tapped away, and it goes to Worthy to Scott for the slam dunk. Byron slams it. And the Lakers off to a quick start, 6-2. They got off to a quick start in the first game of the World Championship last year. Routed them. Looked like they had the second game won, but you know that story, don't you? Dennis Johnson has the ball in the simulcast. Out in front to Danny Ainge, down the middle, stop, 15-footer over Scott, won't go. Rebound to Kareem up high. His pass is horrible. Intercepted by Dennis Johnson for the 15-footer. It's good.
Just got to take a little bit of time. Be patient on that. Make sure you get that ball to the guy cutting down the floor.
The Lakers have 2 turnovers in 1 minute and 45 seconds, and I mean bad turnovers. We've got Scott with it at the three-point line, leading 6-4. Magic Johnson takes it into Kareem. Single coverage, swing left, shoot right. 12-footer on the way, no rebound to Larry Bird. He averages 10 boards a game. He's out of the backcourt with the dribble drive. Gives the ball to Dennis Johnson. Stop for the 18-footer. No good. The rebound to Magic, his second of the game. He comes into the front court, favoring the far of the eastern sideline. He's down the middle. Gets near the top of the key and terminates it. Bring the ball over to Scott. Looks into Worthy against Bird. It goes in there. Bad pass, but Worthy saves it somehow. Worthy takes it in low to Spriggs. Back to Worthy, facing the hoop against Bird. Bird's a great defender. Jump shot by Worthy, no good. The rebound is off, and it's hit off the board by Parrish to Dennis. Dennis Johnson in the front court. Dennis at the top of the key. Little stutter step with the dribble. Trailing it all is Parrish. Ball over to Larry Bird. Double team. Shoots over the double team. His 16-footer no good. The rebound is off to Spriggs. Spriggs to Magic Johnson. Magic coming into the front court. The Lakers do not look tired at all. Magic's 20-foot jumper will miss a mile. It's an air ball by one taken by Parrish. 70-footer front court to Ainge. Comes in deep around Magic. Score!
Move and a beautiful pass from Robert Parrish to Danny Ainge.
6-6 the scores. The ball's into Kareem. He dribbles around his man. Parrish throws it up. No good, but he was fouled. We'll see who they call it on. There were 3 guys there. Probably Bird.
I don't think they called it on Bird.
Yes, they did. Larry Bird.
I thought he was pointing the other way on that play.
By the way, tickets for all forum events are available at Ticketmaster outlets and May Company, Music Plus, and Sport Mart stores. To charge tickets, call Ticketmaster 213-480-3232.
Getting a look at that on the replay, Kareem got 3 pretty good steps out of that move.
Kareem makes the score read 7-6 Los Angeles. The next one by Kareem is on the way. That's no good. The rebound is off and is taken by Dennis Johnson. Dennis, after 3 minutes of play, is in the front court, attacking the northern goal to our left. We're high above the west. Now holding it up after the dribble is Dennis. Gives the ball to Larry Bird. In low to Parrish. Hits him on the shoulder. Ricochets to Magic Johnson. 4-on-3. Magic down the middle. Magic pulls up short. Underneath to Spriggs. A great pass. Spriggs puts it up. It'll count if it goes. It didn't go. He missed the shot. It was not an easy shot because he was back under the basket and had to reach out, but it was a scintillating pass.
Larry Spriggs bent over on that play as if he had been hit in his stomach, got the wind knocked out of him. I think he was just very disappointed that he missed that easy shot under the hoop.
Spriggs has made 54 of 76 free throws, 71%. He averages 7 points a game. The free throw is good, and the Lakers lead 8-6. Larry Spriggs is from Howard University. Larry Spriggs gets ready once more. The left-hand jumper is good. Susan Stratton, I have to tell you this. The director for the other station is coming in on our headset and cutting us off completely. 9-6 the score. We've got the ball to Dennis Johnson. Over to Larry Bird. Into the post to Robert Parrish. Parrish turns, shoots over Kareem. High arch, 12-footer. No, the rebound is to Spriggs. Fumble, and he fumbled it to a good guy, Magic Johnson. Magic in the front court. The defenders are all back. Cross court to Scott. His 18-foot jumper is good. Byron Scott had a good game last night, and he starts out with 4 quickies tonight. All of the Lakers have scored. Now Ainge with the ball. 11-6. Cross-court pass to Dennis. He sets and fires. It's straight, and it's good from 20. That baby was in all the way.
That was a very, very bad pass that Danny Ainge threw to Dennis Johnson. He didn't lob it across the key. He threw it right through.
Ainge couldn't hit the curveball with Toronto, and he almost made an error on that pass. 11-8 is the score. The Lakers lead it, and we got Worthy with it. Underneath, he gives the ball to Magic. He's behind the plane of the board, throws it out in front. Can be saved? It can be saved. It's out of bounds off the hand of Danny Ainge. How lucky can the Lakers be? Another horrible pass, and Spriggs saved it, and it's out of bounds with 5 on the 24.
Not only did Spriggs make a good hustle play, but he threw a great bullet back.
Oh, did he ever.
Save that play. They've got 5 now. Can they get a shot
Magic.
off?
Magic into Kareem, swing left.
Can.
Turn to the jumper on the way, about a 13-footer facing the hoop. Nice shot. And it's 13-8. Magic gets the assist. The Lakers have the 5-point lead, and that's the biggest of the ball game. Danny Ainge out in front. Give the ball to Maxwell. Maxwell at the top of the key. I think it's the first time he's handled it. Pass knocked away. Saved by Scott. Great play by Scott to Kareem. At the other end is Spriggs. There's a baseball pass by Kareem, and Spriggs lays it up and in. Beautiful pass by Kareem, and what a save by Byron Scott. 15-8. Timeout, the Boston Celtics. 7:22 to play in the quarter, and I'll tell you, Scott made a play, and Kareem complimented it with a bullet pass of 70 feet.
He sure did.
All right, 15-8, Los Angeles leads after 4 minutes and about 30 seconds. Back in a minute on the Lakers Basketball Network. Laker basketball brought to you by Mark C. Bloom. Now, you can't choose the right tire if you don't have a choice, can you? Mark C. Bloom gives you that choice. They've got every brand name you can think of and all the best ones, too. And at the right price. You'll find them at Mark C. Bloom. Good start for the Lakers?
I'll say it's a good start, shooting that ball very well. 6 out of 9, 67%. Picked up where they left off last night against the Bucks. Boston 4 for 9, 44%.
Lakers have had 2 turnovers, Boston 3. Neither team makes a substitution. K.C. Jones, a former assistant coach to Bill Sharman on the 72 Laker World Championship Club. Last year he guided the Celtics to the championship. Now, out in front, the ball is to Robert Parrish, to Dennis Johnson, 3-point line. Pass in low to Maxwell. Maxwell comes in deep, throws it up and in. Nice play, 15-10. That was not an easy shot, and again, the NBA club that took the timeout scored out of it. Magic with the ball. Magic come to the right side, guarded by Dennis. That's the matchup I thought they'd want. Out in front, the ball given off to Scott, and Scott to James Worthy. Looks into Kareem, being muscled hard by Parrish. Ball goes down the middle to Spriggs. He turns, shoots over Bird. It's no good from 8. The rebound is to Parrish. Parrish gives the ball to Dennis Johnson. Dennis in the attacking zone, pulls up for the 16-footer. That's good. Here they get 4 points out of it.
Back off like that. You got to go out and pick him up.
15-12 is the score. The Lakers have 4 of them cut off in a hurry. Now the ball given over to Worthy. He wants to shoot that shot, so he's going to from 18. It's no good. The rebound is to Bird. They're starting to control the board. Oh, there's a foul on Spriggs that they don't call. The ball is free to Worthy. Over to Scott. Scott puts Dennis in the popcorn machine. Shoots and makes a 13-footer. Wow, did Spriggs foul Bird? 17-12 is the score of the Lakers. And Byron Scott in the contest is the leading scorer for the Lakers. That gives him 6, the same as Dennis Johnson has. Ainge has the ball, number 44, that Jerry West made famous. Now over the right side, the ball to Larry Bird. Bird back out in front to Ainge. Ainge to Dennis. Backdoor pass knocked down by Magic. Off the leg of Worthy. Picked up by Magic. Magic in the front guard loses the ball accidentally or otherwise to Scott. Scott at the baseline, double teamed. Brings the ball over to Magic. A lot of referees in the crowd tonight of 14,890. Now the ball given to Scott, screened by Worthy. Scott behind that, 9 in the 24, over to Magic. Into the post to Kareem. Give and go to Magic. He's there. Score it. Nice play. Nice play. Give and go.
Pass. Perfect pass from Kareem at that great vantage point he's got high above everybody.
Biggest lead of the ball game, 7 points for the Lakers. 5.5 to play in the period as the ball is out to Ainge. Ainge down the middle. Body check by Scott. Brings it over to Dennis Johnson. Dribble drive in deep. Throw it up and in. And a beautiful, beautiful job of Bird boxing so Kareem couldn't come over and make a switch.
And then Bird got knocked into Dennis Johnson, hit him in the mouth.
Magic Johnson comes down the floor. Magic comes to the right side around a pick by Worthy. Magic gets out in front to Spriggs, and they swing it over to Scott. Scott's 20-foot jumper. He's hot. He's been hot for 2 nights. Wow. Now it's 21-14. Scott last night in the ball game had 20 points. Ball down the middle to Perry. Swing left. Right-hand hook. Gets a soft roll, and in it goes. Good ball game, isn't it?
Yeah, those big guys shoot those hook shots down.
21-16. The Lakers are in front, and Magic stops at the top of the key with the ball. Give the ball to Larry Spriggs. Spriggs back out to Magic Johnson, the bread and butter guy, averaging 12 assists a game. Magic at the top of the key to Spriggs, and over to Scott. Into Kareem, double team by Bird. Throws it away, but Magic gets it, gives back to Kareem. Swing left, shoot right, 8-footer on the way, won't go down. A beautiful move for the big fellow. The rebound to Parrish. Parrish to Dennis. Dennis Stooks down the middle, get the Bird, and the foul is unworthy, and down goes Larry to be picked up by Worthy and Magic.
Boy, Larry Bird is always on the move. He was on the far side of the floor. He saw that Dennis wasn't going to get the Bird cutting through the key and really for that pass, and Dennis tried to shovel it to him. He got knocked to the floor.
Wait till the fans hear what Bird says about Dennis at halftime on our interview. All right, the ball is into Dennis, back to Larry Bird at the base. 15-footer is good.
Isn't he something special?
He's shooting the best he's ever shot as a pro, 52%. He's been all NBA first team all 5 years he's been in the league. He'll be at that again this year. Down the middle, the ball to Worthy. Turn, shoot a 10-foot jumper short. Rebound is off to Parrish. Parrish gives the ball to Dennis. Trailing by 3 are the Celts. Dennis in the front court. Pass in low. Inside is Maxwell. He's got it. He puts it up and he is fouled. Down goes Maxwell. The man that put him down was Larry Spriggs.
Maxwell goes down like an octopus, legs and arms in every different direction. He'll get a couple of free throws out of this play as Larry Spriggs make sure that Maxwell doesn't get that shot in.
3:57 to play. Larry Spriggs picked up the foul. He stands at 6'7", 225. First free throw of the game for the Celtics is missed. The Lakers have made 3 out of 4. By the way, Dennis Johnson has made 4 of 5 shots in the game, and Scott has made all 4 of his. Magic out of the ball game for the Lakers. Kind of a strange substitution at this stage. And Michael Cooper coming in. Riley apparently trying to spread the manpower out tonight. 21-19 as the second free throw is good. The Laker lead is 2. The Lakers have been outscored in this stretch 7-2. It covers exactly 2 minutes. Now Scott out in front to Cooper. Cooper looks inside to Worthy. Gets a good pass to him. He rejected by Parrish. Parrish knocks the ball to Ainge. 4-on-3. Bird down the middle. His pass ricochets off the leg of Spriggs. Picked by Dennis. Throws it up. No. Rebound. Bird. Yes.
Anticipation by Larry Bird on the play. He knew that Dennis wasn't going to make it because of Kareem being there, and he just cleared out territory for the offensive rebound.
21-21. It all started on that superlative block shot by Parrish.
Wasn't that a beauty?
Now Michael Cooper takes it into Kareem. Kareem turns, comes in deep, throws it up. He's fouled. Timeout is called by the Lakers. We're tied at 21. The Lakers led 2 minutes and 30 seconds ago, 19-12. But since that time, they've obviously been outscored 9-2 on the Lakers Basketball Network. The Lakers are brought to you by your Toyota dealer and the rugged 4x4, the dependable off-road truck. By Denny's Restaurants. Every 3-egg omelet on Denny's menu is just $2.99 through the end of February, only at Denny's. And brought to you by Foot Locker, America's most complete athletic footwear store. Hey, U.S. gymnastics team at the Forum on Sunday, February 3rd at 1 o'clock. That includes Mary Lou Retton. That's the U.S. gymnastics team. Boy, that ought to be some kind of a show. That's February 3rd at 1 o'clock. Tickets on sale at the Forum and at Ticketmaster. Riley working on the gum. I hope he's not chewing his cud.
Lakers had some real problems last night in the turnover department. 22-11, they out-turned over the Milwaukee Bucks. And tonight they're doing a little better. They've only got 2. Celtics have 5.
Actually, the Lakers had those 2 very bad passes right at the start, remember?
Yeah.
Now, with 3:18 to play in the quarter, the Lakers have been caught, but Kareem will go to the line to break the tie if he can. Kareem in the ball game tonight has made 1 out of 2. He's got 3 points. On the year, the best free throwing he's ever had in the NBA, 78%. Free throw is good, so he's made 137 out of 174 with that one. Bird is shooting 90% of his free throws. He leads the league in 3-point field goal percentage, Larry Bird does. Both free throws good, and it's 23-21 the Lakers. Now, Bird coming down the floor. As his coach says, he's not fast, he can't jump, He's just the best basketball player that ever lived, said K.C. Jones after their last victory.
That's a mouthful.
The ball into, I'll say it is, to Parrish. Out in front to Dennis, over to the right side of the baseline to Ainge. Ainge almost traveled. The ball down the middle to Parrish again. Dribble around Kareem. Slam dunk.
Yeah, Robert Parrish can handle himself inside.
I said at the top, he's one of the most underrated.
Yeah.
23 to 23. That was a great move. Michael Cooper brings the ball to Scott into the post to Kareem. Double teamed. Kareem's pass knocked away out of bounds by Danny Ainge. That's what you call team defense.
Helping out all over the floor. Not only does Robert Parrish do pretty well defensively, he's got some pretty nice offensive moves down there. Nice little hook shot, little turnaround jumpers.
He is their third best scorer, averages 17 a game. Now the ball top of the key to Worthy. Worthy takes it over to Byron Scott. Scott looks at Spriggs posting up, instead gives to Cooper, to Worthy. Into Kareem. He's badly covered, but he gets away from the coverage and scores. When I said badly covered, he was covered by Parrish and by Bird, and he beat him. 25-23, lob underneath, intended for Bird. Bad pass, Maxwell. Interception, Worthy. The ball given to Cooper. Cooper front court. Cooper go to the left side against his old pal, Dennis Johnson. They scrimmaged a lot in the L.A. area years ago in the summer. The ball into Kareem. Kareem's fouled by Parrish, reaching and grabbing. Bad foul by Roberts.
Very, very bad. You can't afford to give away a foul like that when it's going to be tough enough throughout the game trying to hold Kareem down.
Here comes McAdoo in for the Lakers, and Magic comes in for the Lakers. McAdoo and Magic. Parrish goes out now, and they bring in Mr. Trouble, McHale. He is by far the best six-man in the game today, maybe ever. He's unbelievable, and he plays forward and center. It's into Scott, and Scott hits a 20-foot jumper. Scott has made all 5 of his shots in the game.
He's pretty unbelievable himself.
To 23 is the score. The Los Angeles Lakers by 4. Dennis Johnson brings the ball over here to Maxwell. Maxwell out to the big man, Kevin McHale, out of Minnesota. Now to Ainge. They give it to Bird. Double team. That means Ainge is open. They steal the ball. Scott took it away from Bird to Magic. Magic looking for help. He's in deep. Gives the ball to Worthy. That's help, and he scores. Great steal by Scott, having one of his best quarters ever. 29-23. The Lakers are in front, and he stole the ball from Bird. Now, here's the ball.
Oh, look at inside. McAdoo and
McHale wrestling with McHale. Cross court to Dennis Johnson. 20-footer is straight again, and it's good again. 29-23. Dennis Johnson and Scott having a scoring duel, each of them with 10 points. 2 shots have been missed in the game by Dennis, none by Scott. Magic takes the ball to the baseline to Scott. His 6th shot of the game misses finally. The rebound is tipped, knocked away and out of bounds. Last touch by Larry Bird.
It's a good call. Larry Bird had to tap that ball out of bounds, or Michael Cooper would have had it inside and had a layup.
All the crowd booing. K.C. Jones didn't say a word, neither did Bird, and out goes Maxwell. In to replace him is Scotty Wedman, a veteran of 10 years. He's out of the University of Colorado, came in with Kansas City. Then they made him a millionaire here. Now, no, they made him a millionaire in Cleveland. Then they got him from Cleveland. Yeah. Out in front, Magic Johnson's got the ball. Magic dribbling the ball. Mike McGee is in for the Lakers. The ball in low to Worthy. Back to Magic. He fires from 20. It's in there, Magic Johnson. And Magic's got 6 points. 31-25, the Lakers lead it. Here's Ainge front court. Cross court to Wedman. He's a very good shooter. 17-footer proves our point. Percentage-wise, no, but he can really drill them. 31-27, the ball to Michael Cooper, his 17-footer. That's good. Oh, are these two something? Now the people are starting to say, boy, I hope they play for the world title again. Now here's Dennis. I think Philly's going to have something to say about that. I really do.
A whole lot.
Yeah,
they've won 12 straight.
Here's a dribble drive. Dennis down the middle, in deep. Throw it up and in. A brilliant play by Dennis Johnson from Pepperdine.
Not a bad little move.
33-29. He's got a brother playing in high school in Los Angeles, the best slam dunker, they tell me, better than anybody in the NBA, including Nance. Now the ball to Cooper. Out to Magic Johnson. Magic stops with the 22-footer over Dennis. It's short. The rebound to Larry Bird. Outlet pass comes to Wedman. Wedman, number 8 in the white uniform. Scotty, muscular, been on the weight program, holds it up. Scotty holds it with 6 seconds left in the period. It's in low to McHale, fall away, 12-footer, no. Rebound comes in beautifully. 1 second left. 1 second left. The Lakers get the ball in, and the tip-in was made by Dennis Johnson. Wow. Dennis comes out of the quarter with 14 points. Maybe the biggest quarter that he's ever had. He also had 3 rebounds in the quarter, and Dennis wound up making 7 of 9 shots. But the Lakers still lead 33-31 on the Lakers Basketball Network. Dennis Johnson, who had such a prolific quarter along with Byron Scott of the Lakers. Dennis last year averaged 13 points. His career average is 15. But Keith, this year he's averaging just a tick under 18.
That's something. He's got 14 here in the first quarter. What a great job he did.
His career shooting percentage 43.
Isn't that amazing?
And this year, he's shooting 50%.
And I say amazing at 43. That's amazingly low.
Let me tell you something.
These days.
Larry Bird makes him better.
Yeah, he sure
and Larry
does.
Bird told me on an interview that the fans will see at halftime that he, Dennis, makes Bird better.
Isn't that interesting?
All right, the Lakers will have McGee and Cooper, Magic, Worthy, and McAdoo against McHale, Bird. Coming into the ballgame, number 40, Carlos Clark, Mississippi. Clark is playing in his 29th game. He averages 2 points a game. He wears jersey number 40, and he's against McGee. Clark, they think a lot of him. Number 4-round pick, however, and he's developed. Now, Clark with it. Has it batted away by McGee, and a foul is going to be called on McGee.
Well, there was an official standing right next to that play. The other official was underneath the basket. 25 feet away, made the call.
Bruce Alexander beside it did not whistle it, and Johnny Vanek, the veteran, did. That wasn't a bad play by McGee.
No, looked like he had the ball.
Bird brings it in. Trailing by 2 points is to Carlos Clark. Clark's pass comes over to Dennis Johnson. Underneath to Bird. A great pass. Bird scores. What a pass by Dennis. Whew, he's been their best player tonight. Ball in the front court. Magic to Cooper. 3-point country. It's on the way and looks good. It is good. Right in line with it we sit. 35-33. And Magic Johnson is back on defense, but he's not guarding Dennis. Here's the ball underneath the Bird. He scores. He's fouled by Worthy. And again, an unbelievable bounce pass.
Yes, it was.
From Dennis Johnson.
But most players, Chick, as they turned around, would have taken a fall-away jump shot on that move. Larry Bird saw what was transpiring defensively. He just moved right between the three Laker defenders to the basket.
See, he's not fast. He can't jump. All he can do is win, and every other thing that a basketball player is supposed to do is a superlative player. If he's not the best, I'll say this about Larry Bird: there's nobody better than him. 36-36. We're all tied up as Bird makes it a 3-point play with a free throw. Magic Johnson brings the ball to Michael McGee. Out of front, 3-point line to Worthy. Gives to Cooper. Cooper almost traveled. Bounce in low to Magic. Posting up on Clark. Out to Cooper. Cooper's pass is bad. Knocked down, but Magic hustles to get it. He throws it through the hands of McAdoo. McGee picks the garbage and missed from 18. The rebound underneath the basket and a foul on the Lakers. Somebody knocked Clark a-flying. It was McAdoo. Foul McAdoo.
McAdoo. Nobody could get their hands on that ball and gain control.
The Celtics trying to get the lead. 36-36. They trailed 19-12, remember. Carlos Clark has the ball around, a pick by Wedman. With the dribble comes Clark. He's guarded by Michael McGee. Now Clark terminates it and brings it above the 3-point line to Dennis Johnson. He has been outstanding. Over to Larry Bird. In low it comes to Clark. He's around McGee. He didn't shoot it on the pass off. He's fouled. Wow, why he didn't shoot it is beyond me.
You know, thinking about Larry Bird and Dennis Johnson, pretty good pair, Chick, just like last night, Moncrief and Cummings, huh?
The Lakers have 4 team fouls. Am I reading that right?
Yes, you are.
In a minute and 15 seconds. 20 seconds of time taken for the Lakers, and I tell you, you don't want to let Boston go to the line that much, but they're going to go to the line a lot. Free throwing on the year, they are the best in the NBA. As a team, they shoot 81.7, Keith.
Really something. That last time Carlos Clark had that ball inside, and he saw a Laker defender coming to him, and I just think he might have thought he was going to get that thing blocked. He thought he'd give it up.
The ball will go out of bounds now, but from this point forward, as K.C. Jones confers with his club, there'll be free throw time for the Celtics. And boy, they got some free throwers. If you don't shoot 80 or better on this club, you're out of it. Now, Dennis Johnson's got the ball as Kareem looks on. Dennis bounced the ball to Larry Bird. Bird holds it up, takes it in low to McHale. That's where he works best, just like that. He put it up and missed it. The rebound is off to McGee. A lucky break for the Lakers on that missed shot. McGee gives the ball to Michael Cooper. Cooper in the attacking 47 feet of the parquet to Magic. Magic bounces it to McAdoo. He saves the bad pass, throws it on the floor. Worthy skies to get it over Bird. Now back to McAdoo. Magic gives it at the baseline. McAdoo's shot from 18 is an air ball by 2. On the floor, we have got traveling called on Michael Cooper, who put it up as he slid along the floor. They say he made progress. Not very much.
He was progressing downwards.
I'll say backwards. 36-36. Danny Ainge will be in when it's dead for the Celtics. Clark has got the ball against Michael McGee. Clark looks like he protects that ball pretty well with the dribble. Gives the ball over here to Scott Wedman. Wedman at 6 feet and 7 inches. Out to McHale. McHale is 6'10". Now to Bird. Bird 6'9". Shoots a 15-footer. It's an air ball. Taken out of the air by Clark. That might have been blocked. 3 on the clock. 1 on the clock. They shoot to beat the clock. They don't make the shot. The rebound is to Dennis Johnson under the basket. He throws it off the leg of a Laker and out of bounds.
You think he did that on purpose?
No, I don't. I think he was trying to get it to Wedman, but maybe he did. Dennis has got 4 assists, 4 rebounds, and 14 points. He goes out of the game for a well-deserved rest and a standing ovation.
Not a bad 14 minutes of action. Robert Parrish is coming back in. Robert has 1 personal foul.
Out of the game goes Larry Bird. That means McHale and Wedman will be the forwards. Clark and Ainge are the guards, and Parrish at center against McAdoo, and he's much taller because he stands at 7 feet and 1 inch. Into the game, Kurt Rambis. Out of the game goes Worthy. They're booing Rambis, and Rambis is the guy that was knocked down in that violent collision we talked about before the game by McHale in last year's playoff. All right, Ainge has got the ball out in front, poked away and out of bounds by Michael Cooper. We're still tied at 36. Chick Hearn with Keith Erickson. Tickets are going fast for Dallas's appearance at the Forum Friday night. So get yours the first thing tomorrow at the Forum or at Ticketmaster. We've got Clark dribbling around a pick by Parrish. Come the left side. Left-hand 16-footer is good. And the Celtics have the lead.
Kurt was standing on the out-of-bounds line when he threw that ball in.
Ball comes into Magic Johnson. Magic coming down the floor. The Lakers with Kareem waiting to come in the next time it's dead. See Magic dribble drive in deep. Feeds underneath. Nice pass to McGee, and he scores. That was an unselfish play by Magic. And it's 38-38 as Ainge comes down the floor. Ainge out to McHale, top of the key, fumbles it. McHale picks it up, holds it up, high above that 6'10" frame. Bring the ball over to the left side to Clark. His 18-foot jumper on the way. That's no good. The rebound is off. Free ball, and Rambis comes up with it. Rambis gives the ball to Magic. Magic pursued by Clark. Gets in the front court, protecting the ball as he dribbles with the left hand. Over to the left side, clear the ball on the simulcast to Michael Cooper. Now to Magic Johnson, screened by McAdoo. Magic behind it. Brings it out to McGee and over to Coop. He sets and fires from 18 over range. It's no good. The rebound is to Parrish. Parrish's pass to midcourt is to Carlos Clark. Clark, the University of Mississippi, over to Colorado's pride of yesteryear, who calls timeout. That's Scott Wedman.
Timeout. I'm sorry, timeout.
Kareem will be in when we resume play.
38-38. 8:39 to play in the first half. And then you'll meet Larry Bird and hopefully Johnny Havlicek on the Lakers Basketball Network.
Here's a look at the NBA standings through last night. Boston and Philadelphia at deadlock, 32-26. Washington trailing by 11 games. Milwaukee playing hot, and Detroit as well. They lead Detroit by 4. Chicago close by. Denver, Dallas, and Houston having a real battle in the Midwest Division. And the Lakers, of course, controlling things in the Pacific Division with Phoenix trailing by 6 games, and the other teams picking up the rear. Some teams having a lot of difficulty out there, like the Warriors and some of the other ball clubs. Portland. See the many banners that the fans bring out here. It's really like a playoff atmosphere every time these two teams get together. And we told you about those offensive rebounds. The Celtics coming up with 6 points off of those offensive rebounds. So the Celtics controlling there, and the Lakers doing a good job on taking advantage of the Celtic turnovers. Scotty Wedman from 18 feet. Mike McGee. Good rebounding guard.
You know, Michael Cooper does a lot of things for these Lakers. He runs the offense when Magic is taking a break. He shoots when Magic is in there. He rebounds. He's a great player coming off the bench. I think that over a long period of time, he's been the best 6-man around in a long time, for a long while.
Surprised a little bit last time down the court as Rambis popped one in from 17 feet for the Lakers. See the Lakers with their trapping double team. Gamble, they came up with it, but then they lost it back to Wedman. Scotty having a tough time trying to get it to drop. Knocked away by Clark. Battle for it. Good save.
Sitting down, made it a good pass to half court.
Kareem's got Wedman on him. Now Parrish is back. I could have looked inside, and Kareem would have had an easy time of it. Triple team on Kareem. Good ball movement. Fine. Rambis open underneath. What a pass.
Magic is a great pass.
Magic looked like he may have hurt his back. He's wincing a little bit and holding his back. Magic may have injured himself. May have pulled a muscle on that pass. Keep an eye on it for you.
I think he got hit.
Wedman finally gets one to drop.
Magic gave the ball up. Yes, when he doesn't bring the ball up, something's bothering him. I think he might have got hit in the back.
He is holding his back, definitely. 4 points, that was for Scotty Wedman. Lakers are up by 2. 7 minutes to go here in the second period. There's the double on Kareem. Three-pointer by McGee. Another rebound for Parrish.
I noticed that the Celtics are letting his second-year man, Carlos Clark, bring the ball up for him.
Clark with a 15-footer.
Because they have to develop that third guard, and they think that he just may be the young man that can do it.
Another tie. 4 points for Clark. Stolen by Ainge. Ainge just penetrates past shots, and Cooper makes him change it. McGee with the rebound. Here comes Magic. 3-on-2 break. To Kareem. Great break.
2 great breaks, 1 basket.
And Cooper made a good defensive play to have Ainge change it. McHale crashes into Kareem. Foul on Kareem.
That's a good play by McHale, too, because what he did, he challenged Kareem, and he got Kareem in motion. And then you can initiate the contact. Now, see, here he gets, now watch him, he changed direction to get Kareem in motion. And once he got him in motion, you don't care about contact.
Jamal Wilkes, who has not played very much lately for the Lakers, has reported in. And also Byron Scott's back in as Magic goes to the bench, and we'll take a look and see if he goes to the trainer when he goes in.
I think he hurt his back. He either got hit in there or he pulled something. And I hate to say this, but I hope he got hit because a bruise is far less dangerous than a pull.
Well, Gary Vitti, the trainer, went over to see him, but he's not asking for any extra assistance.
Now Cooper is doing what I said earlier. He's running the offense. He's going to run it down, set up, and call the plays. Here comes Byron Scott. You don't want to leave him.
Bird with the rebound off the Scott miss. Good pass to Ainge to Parrish. That's great ball movement.
Break. That's a great pass that Bird made and a great pass that Denny Ainge made.
And Pat Riley does not like the way things are developing. He has called for a timeout. He has found the Boston Celtics to come back into the lead. 45-44 with 5:43 to go here in the first half. Rick Barry back with Bill Russell. Casey Jones giving last-minute instructions. Here's the last break play.
Now, watch this bounce pass. Comes right up where Ainge can use it. Makes a nice lob pass to Big Chief, Robert Parrish. That's the way you run fast breaks. The key pass that one that Larry Bird made that got past the defense.
9 breaks for the Celtics. They've got 10 points off the break. The Lakers have 10 breaks and 16 points. Shot clock is down inside of 10 for the Lakers. Rambis set a good screen to free Cooper. Lakers up by 1. 7 points for Michael Cooper. And a illegal defensive warning.
And Pat Riley is saying, what illegal defense?
Well, now, you know, his defensive strategy is that what he wants to do is to double in the low post, but what he wants to do is stay home on Larry Bird, not leave him, and have the guard from the weak side double down on Robert Parrish, and he's there. McHale battling inside with Rambis. No foul call there. It's going to be the Celtic ball out of bounds. It was Byron Scott who was called for that illegal thing. Slapped by Kareem.
Foul on Kareem. You can hear that out even over this crowd.
2 fouls on Kareem. And
now, those are the kind of fouls you hate to get because you get fouls in a normal action if you're playing hard. The little fouls that really real mistakes are the ones you don't want to get like that.
Now, Pat Riley was a little upset last night. His ball club was in that game with Milwaukee, and then all of a sudden, Milwaukee went to the free throw line 9 times, got 9 points in the free throw line, and they lost that game. And here in the second period, the Lakers have been in the penalty since 10 minutes to go in this game, in this second quarter, I should say, and Boston has yet to pick up a foul. So he's not going to be pleased about that either.
No, I don't think that that's going to give him a great comfort.
McHale only has 2 points so far in the game. He's 2 for 4 from the free throw line to get those 2. Coming up on 5 minutes to go in the first half.
Now they got Ainge guarding Rambis.
Scott misses and Bird rebounds. Bird comes up with the loose one off the Ainge miss. Nice pass to McHale.
You know, you hate to keep saying great, 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 but they are.
Cooper almost lost it out of bounds. Good hustle by Cooper to save that ball. Three-pointer, no, back to Kareem for the skyhook. And the moans from the
crazy
crowd.
after all these years.
Well, he scored a few. He's got 11 points in this game. He's been very consistent this year. Magic Johnson's getting ready to come in, and as is Dennis Johnson. Nice pass for Bird with the left hand. 13 for Larry Bird. Celtics by 2. 4 minutes to go in the first half. There it is again. Well, you know, he only started this game with 32,372 career points. I think he knows how to take that shot.
And I want to get 26,000 of them with this skyhook.
Now, we talked about how you would defend against that, Bill, and hopefully maybe at halftime you can kind of show what you would do against Kareem for his skyhook. Because it was
at my age,
interesting.
it's safe to say what I would have done.
Yeah, right. You don't have to do it, right?
Right.
Saying it's a lot easier. As Cooper goes to the bench, Magic comes in.
I see Carl Clark is getting a lot of
DJ
playing time tonight.
Yes, he has been. And KC, of course, telling him he wants to give him the experience. They need that extra player. McHale on the rebound. Rambis clears for the Lakers.
It's a Magic.
Magic
So you
waits
could
for
almost
Kareem.
put a guy on Magic, and whenever they get a rebound, just make sure that they have to hesitate with that pass, and that slows that fast breakdown.
Jamal Wilkes pops in his first outside attempt. Lakers by 2. Good pass inside. Weak side help from Scotty, draws the foul. But good defense and good execution offensively on the pass.
So that was a good pass by Dennis Johnson. You know, it's really nice to watch teams like this play for me. Let's see if we can see that pass from Dennis right there. And there's the weak side help. That's where the foul comes in.
What he did so well there, Bill, though, is that Kareem was on Robert Parrish's right side with his back to the basket. He threw the ball away from the defense, enabling the pass to go through.
Correct. And with the right velocity so that he could catch it and make that spin before Kareem had time to recover. And I was going to say that watching these teams play, it's so marvelous to see good teams playing well.
14 for Robert, no, 8 points for Robert Parrish. Tied again at 52. Worthy has come into the game. There's the double on Kareem, knocked away by Parrish, and saved by Clark. Dennis Johnson. Offensive glass for McHale. Celtics getting the chances they can't drop. 3-on-2 break for the Lakers. Good fake by Wilkes. He got McHale to finally commit. DJ misses again. And Kareem rebounds again. Great anticipation by Bird. To DJ. He's got an easy one. Tied at 54. That's just such heads-up basketball on the part of Larry Bird. He's kind of peeked around. He's got 16 now, DJ does. Such a marvelous game to watch when the players execute as these two teams have been. Little scoop into Jamal, and Jamal having a good game coming off the bench now with 6 points. And I'm really proud of Jamal that he's kept his attitude up, not seeing too much playing time. A lot of players would get down and give up when they came in the game, but not Jamal. And score the basket on a beautiful scoop move by McHale.
Well, a good player, 3,000 James Worthy. About Jamal Wilkes, a good player that has, here's a shot by McHale. Scoop shot is that sometimes you have to know the virtue of patience.
And that's tough to learn when you're sitting on the bench and you've been a starter and a great player. I mean, interesting, Jamal averaged 25 a game against this same Boston Celtics team last season before he got that sickness that he had that really took so much of his strength away, and he wasn't a factor in the playoffs. Stolen by Parrish. Magic knocked it away from Bird, and DJ comes up with it. We've got 1:05 coming up here to go in this first half. We're tied at 56. Two great teams playing outstanding basketball. McHale can't get it to drop, although he hits the floor.
He faded all the way to the floor.
Wide open, Byron Scott. Knocked out of bounds by Worthy. Celtics ball.
He missed that one because he's such a great shooter. Now
Rambis in for Worthy.
With this new substitution pattern, Worthy has not been able to post up where he's the strongest. So he has not been a factor offensively tonight because of that.
And the foul difficulty has not helped them. There's Bird posting on Wilkes. Looks easy, but it's not. Bird.
I think it's easy for
15.
him.
Easy for you, difficult for me. 20 seconds to go here in the first half. Great cut, good pass, and it won't drop for Wilkes. Celtics play for the last shot. We've got 11 seconds to go here in the first half. Boston by 2. McHale's got a good position on Rambis. No help. Kareem with the rebound. 2-1. It'll count if it goes. It's close. Boston by 2, 58-56. A great first half.
It was great. Did a good job.
Actually, after winning the World Championship, after being the MVP of the playoffs, MVP of the league, what an honor that is, MVP of the league.
It sure is. You know, after going through a tough season like you do, then at the end you start bringing in awards. It's really a great feeling because you know you accomplished something.
Yeah. Do you have a trophy case somewhere that you keep some of the things you cherish most?
Well, I got some at home and some at my grandma's house, some at my friend's house, some at my house. So I sort of just spread them out and everybody gets to see them.
Grandma's back in French Lick?
Yeah, she's back here and doing pretty good.
Did you go home this summer?
Yeah, I went back. Well, it really was a short summer. I went back for a while and played a little ball and rested up and tried to get myself prepared for this season.
What kind of ball, basketball or softball?
Basketball. My softball days are over.
How about your golf days and your tennis days?
Well, they're still there. I play a lot of tennis and a lot of golf, and they take up the extra time that I have in the days in the summer, and I really enjoy the sports.
Larry, it's remarkable. You just celebrated your 28th birthday last month, and coincidentally, you were the player of the month in the NBA in December, averaging 27 points a game, 52% field goals, the best ever, 90% of your free throws, getting 10 boards a game, 6 assists, or maybe 7, and also just leading the league in three-point shots percentage-wise.
Well, I worked pretty hard this summer. You know, I had a good season last year, and I want to continue that. I came in this year in pretty good shape. I lost a lot of weight, got down around 220, and came in the right frame of mind and took it from there. I got off to a good start, and from then on, it's just been all downhill.
Do you have a tendency to gain weight in the off-season?
A little bit. I put on about 15 or 20 pounds usually.
How do you take it off?
A lot of running and slow down from eating and drinking and all that wild stuff. But usually it's a fun summer, and I try to have the most fun as I possibly can. But when it's time to take all that off and get prepared for the season, it's a lot of work.
Do you do any fishing?
I do quite a bit. Fish about every day in the summer at night. You know, we go out, and I got some friends that are really caught up in the sport, and it's a relaxing and very enjoyable event.
What are you catching? Bullheads? What?
Oh, we caught a lot of pike this summer and a lot of bass, and it was awful hot, so the bass wasn't moving very good. But other than that, we had a good fishing.
Do you get to do some hunting?
Not much. Deer hunting comes in right after I leave, and I used to go out and shoot a lot of deer, but anymore I don't have that much time.
Your ball club is awfully good again this year.
We're playing real well. You know, after losing Gerald last year, we thought maybe we would be hurting a little bit, but Danny stepped in, did a job. DJ's having his best year, and everybody else is playing up their potential. So once the Celtics get rolling, it's hard to beat them.
McHale tells me that you're kind of a prankster in the locker room and on the airplanes and the airports. You have a lot of fun with the guys.
Well, you got to stick together and you got to have fun because it is a long season. It's a very boring season at times when you're traveling. So you got to do things that keep everybody loose. We got a lot of guys on the team. I think McHale's probably the biggest jokester on the court and all.
Well, he is a good player.
He's a great player. Kevin does a lot of things well.
Tell us about Dennis Johnson. I know his family's probably looking in.
Well, Dennis is the key to our team. I knew last year once we picked up Dennis and seen how good he is, we knew that we was going to win a championship. But we knew there's a lot of good teams out there. But with the way Dennis plays, we needed that. We need a guy come in and hit the shot like he does, play the good defense, and do the all-around game. Dennis Johnson is definitely the best player I've ever played with in my life.
You're kidding. That is really a compliment.
Well, I haven't played with very many good ones. So.
The heck you haven't. The heck you haven't. And certainly, you're the kind of player that makes the other ones better, and that is a true compliment.
That is, but Dennis makes me better. You know, that's why I say that, because he gets the ball to me in my spots. Tiny Archibald used to do that, but Dennis does it better than anybody I've ever played with.
Now, you are a young millionaire. You're a handsome young millionaire, and you are in the prime of life. Has your life changed a lot since all of these accolades have came your way?
Of course they do. You know, you got to be a little bit more private. People always want to be around you, and you got to watch some of the things you do. But I'm still a type of guy who likes to go out and have fun, and really don't care what people say or about me or react to me. I just try to go out and have fun and do the things I've done my whole life. And people perceive you the way they want to, and still you got to have a good time doing it. You can't change everything you do just because you make a little bit more money now or you're in the limelight. You still got to have your fun.
Right. I was pleased to see you smile at the top of our show, because once the game starts, you have a game face. You don't smile much out there. I think the best smile I've ever seen was the time that you and Julia shook hands on this very court 2 or 3 weeks ago, following the little altercation you'd had in the previous game. You really had a smile, and so did he. That was a warm meeting.
It sure was. Julius is the type of person that I respect very much. I always did respect him, but like I say, I've been in fights with my brothers all my life, and I still respect him and love them, so why not Julius?
Can you guys beat Philly?
I don't know. They're awful tough this year, but got to beat us in Philly again. Last year they had down here, and we had an up here, and we're playing great, and they're playing great. So I look for us to be in the finals to see who plays the LA Lakers.
The way it's going right now, you're going to be MVP twice in a row, maybe the world champions twice in a row. Larry Bird, ladies and gentlemen, one of the greats of all time in the NBA. We'll be back with more on the Lakers Basketball Network.
That we would be here in Boston Garden and have one of the greatest Celtics ever donned a Celtic uniform, John Havlicek. Great to have you with us, John. Do you get out to many of the games here in the Garden?
This is my 3rd game this year, and the last one I was to was the week they had the Red Auerbach weekend. So I've been here about 2 times in the last 3 weeks, so I'm gaining on it.
Did you play in that ball game?
Played in the game. We had a lot of fun. It was 93-90. I was on the losing team, and Red was his vintage self with the program and the arguing and everything else, but we used a lot of the old tricks that he taught us against him, and he was furious.
Oh, I bet he was.
Everyone enjoyed it, though. It was great.
John, you keep yourself in great shape. Were you able to go 48 minutes and not get tired like the old days?
Well, not quite. I played 36 minutes, you know, ended up feeling a little achy the next morning, but it didn't last too long.
You were telling me before we came on here, you watch the games on television. What do you think, your assessment of Larry Bird? Is he indeed one of the best or the best player in the game?
You know, I've always tried to pick a team of players, and my guards are Oscar Robertson and Jerry West. My center is Bill Russell, of course, and that's not slighting anyone else, but I have to feel that the forward is a very difficult choice, but I've been able to select one of them, Larry Bird.
Really?
He's really a true forward, and I think that he's the best forward ever to play the game. And again, there are a lot of great ones, and you know, you look at Elgin and Pettit and all those other players that played so great for so many years, that Bird, I think, is you know, in that category, and maybe he's achieved a little more, and where he's going to stop, no one knows.
Oh, isn't that the truth? And it's so incredible to think he doesn't jump well, he doesn't run fast. There's so many things he doesn't do, yet he can be at the pinnacle of his game and the game.
Yes, he can. And, you know, a lot of people comment about Larry Bird, and, you know, they call him the Hick from French Lick and all that. I think that's a motivating factor for him, but believe me, he's no Hick. He's an Einstein on the floor. If you gave Einstein a basketball, he wouldn't know what to do with it.
Oh,
you give Larry Bird one, and he knows as much as what Einstein knew about math.
And you know what's amazing about Bird is coming out. We were here at least 2 hours before the ball game, and he was out here shooting around before the game 2 hours before, and nobody else is even in sight.
He practices all the time, and I think for big games like this, he likes to get that little extra edge if he can. That's why he's probably here early.
Great to see you, John. Thanks for joining us here at halftime.
My pleasure, Keith.
Okay, John Havlicek has been our guest, and Chick will be back with the stats in just a minute on the Lakers Basketball Network.
A few breaks going. They had 16 points at one stage off the break, off of 10 breaks late in the second period, and the Celtics had 9 breaks, and they had gotten 10 points off of the break. And we'll see what transpires here. We get started back to action. Dennis Johnson, Larry Bird, Ainge, Maxwell, and Robert Parrish for the Celtics. Good roll to the hoop by Parrish. He can't get it to drop. Gets it back again. Nice screen and roll that time. Knocked away by Worthy to be Celtic ball. We've got Worthy, Scott, Johnson, Kareem, and Spriggs. And then you see the statistics very, very close except for the free throws. as indicative by the score. 2-point lead by Boston. They're asking some of the fans to step down in front of the scoreboard on the side of the court. Of course, the players and officials can't see it. Back to live action, and we'll see if the Lakers come up and play that half-court game, as Red was talking about. Inside to Maxwell against Spriggs. There's the double. Ainge on a good cut through and a good pass.
They're getting a lot of action inside the paint. Both teams are.
4 points
Sure,
range.
I think they're zoning it a lot. Both teams. They're blocking that middle pretty good.
Zone, Red zone in the
Zone,
NBA.
zone. You know, I'm surprised that Worthy is playing out there. He's got 3 fouls already.
Pat Riley wants to have that quick lineup in there, and I guess he feels that James will be smart enough not to get the foul. What a tough shot by Scott. Parrish with another rebound. Here comes Larry Bird. DJ wide open. Johnson picks up where he left off.
And Bird just on the outlet pass, Bird just challenged Magic Johnson again. That's the best, one of the best ways to stop the Laker break, because they always look for him to run the break, which is a good idea.
Worthy can't get it to drop on the post up. Maxwell with the rebound. Dennis Johnson has 18 points for the Celtics. Parrish with an air ball. Worthy made him change it. That's Scott. And of course, that's Magic. Good defense by DJ.
See, Jabbar never crossed half court.
That's the time to take the rest, though, if you're going to take it, isn't it, Ray? Good move by Parrish. 22nd timeout being called for by the Lakers.
I think they're going to call a 30-second timeout, or 20-second timeout by the...
And Pat Riley is very upset with Spriggs, and he is really giving Spriggs...
The reason he's upset is he missed the defensive assignment, because they have the assignments on their fast break defense, and it was a complete breakdown. That's how Parrish got free there.
Well, I'm glad that Russ was talking about defense, because I watched that little bit about the foot.
Right.
And that's what made him the greatest defensive player that ever lived. It's the little things, the thinking. I mean, it's important. A lot of people out there play today, and they just play by ear.
You've got to analyze your opponents.
You got to analyze it, right?
And I never knew that Bill was so analytical. He couldn't spell it, but he could do it.
He was when he played.
Thanks, Red. I needed that.
This is the mutual admiration society between you guys. I don't know if I can stand this the rest of this game. Deservedly so, fellas. Your track record speaks for yourself.
Dennis Johnson's on James Worthy now, so that good rebound by Robert Parrish.
Robert doing a good job on the defensive boards.
Good pass by Dennis to Larry Bird to get him open. Because Larry Bird does something, like I said, dominating from the forward position. It's very difficult.
Magic off the Bird miss. Celtics get back well. Scott wide open from 18. He pops it in.
Wide open.
Oh, he can shoot it. He can really shoot it. For some reason or other, I don't know whether he's pacing himself or what, but Jabbar is not really busting down that court.
Well, they played a lot of games, Red. This is their 8th game in 11 days, and at that age, it's remarkable that he's playing as well as he is. So he's taking his rest on the defense, I think, on the offense, I mean. Good move by Maxwell inside.
Both teams are getting a lot of their action on the inside.
Kareem takes it away from Bird, and they're calling a foul on Kareem. Over the back.
That's his third.
Let's see if we can take a look at it now. Here comes the shot. Now here's Bird there, and there comes Kareem. And
they didn't get him with the body.
Some contact and some acting.
And if he picks up another one, that could be very detrimental to the Laker cause. Shot clock is down inside of 10. There's the double on Bird, knocked away by Scott. Johnson off balance. Maxwell had it, and Kareem comes up with it. Walking Spriggs.
Because Dennis Johnson waylaid Magic Johnson, made him hesitate half a step. When he passed the ball to Spriggs, he was mid-stride, and from mid-stride, you either take a step or you take a shot that you don't want to take.
The 22nd timeout by K.C. Jones and his Boston Celtics. In the third quarter, Boston only is 4 for 8 from the field, and Lakers are only 1 for 6.
Well, I'll tell you, Boston's not shooting well. The Lakers are looking so much to get that ball into Kareem that the others are standing around. Now, when Magic in the first half threw it into Kareem and cut by him, and he gave him a pass, that could hurt the Celtics if they kept doing it.
They only done it
but
once.
They only did it once.
That's right. The fast break points now, Red, are tied. 18 points for each team off the fast break opportunities. Dave.
I don't go by that. Do you, Russ?
I go by who wins and who loses, right?
No, I mean there's fast break points and all that. I don't buy that.
You see the scoring leaders for both teams. Maxwell forces up a bad shot.
There comes Byron Scott.
Foul, Dennis Johnson. Now, Red, why don't you buy the fast break points and things?
Because it comes under different situations. I mean, sometimes a guy basket hangs, or sometimes he intercepts a pass. It's not really a break. A break to me is when you get the rebound and you come down the lanes.
Kareem off the miss by Spriggs. He made sure of that one.
The Lakers have just made a little surge there.
Boston up by 6 points. 7:58 to go here in the third period. 15 points for Kareem. Johnson with his own rebound. Blocked by Worthy. And Bird's there to lay it in.
Again.
Stolen by Maxwell. If that one in would have brought the crowd to its feet. Here comes Johnson.
Another fast break here.
3-on-2 break to the right side, and Worthy.
Now that's a fast break.
A great fast break.
I mean, those are the ones you count. The others I don't count.
Okay, fellas in the truck, you can count that one now. Red said it's okay. Okay, we'll put a special asterisk by that one. Oh, a little pushing by Parrish and Scott. Bird posting up inside against Worthy. And we've got a
foul
foul
on him.
If that's 4 on him, that's
and it is, and he'll be going to the bench. Worthy with 4 fouls. Here comes Cooper.
Now, Worthy's not having that good a game, but it's not because he's playing. But now, here's the foul here. There's the contact there.
Well, Larry Bird's smart. He knows he's got foul trouble on the man, and so he initiates a little contact, and usually the offensive player will get the advantage.
Now, Worthy didn't have an effective game so far, but it wasn't because he's playing bad. It was because of the offense, the combinations that the Lakers have out there. Good moves out there. The combination they have, he can't post up. He can't post up the way he wants to. I'm talking about Worthy.
Well, Kareem had done that to Parrish in the first half, so Robert returned the favor. Boston's up by 8. Biggest lead of the ball game. 6:35 to go here in the third period. Not the kind of shot that the Lakers are best at as Parrish and Bird lose it out of bounds.
When you lose that ball like that, you can't get mad.
That's
because
exactly
the guys
right.
are working, and they hustle and bump into each other. So another turnover, though.
The Celtics are working hard. They've got an 8-point lead with 6:31 to go here in the third period.
Oh, Larry had...
At the number 2, one of the many numbers retired here at Boston Garden. And Red, how did you feel a few weeks ago when they gave you that terrific honor?
I'll tell you, it was a memorable weekend. It was unbelievable. It was capped by one of the greatest parties we ever had. Even Bill Russell had a heck of a time.
Well, that must have been a great party.
It sure was.
I want to know, did you pick up the tab?
Yes, we did.
Hey, Red,
yes, we did.
Red sitting there while we were off the air. Red was saying he was going to try to be impartial.
Yeah,
he's got a better chance of getting struck by lightning.
Yeah, that's for sure. You saw the offensive rebounds and the point differential. It's an 8-point Boston lead, and they have that differential off of the offensive conversions. Rambis into the game for the Lakers.
Now they got to switch. You got Dennis Johnson on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Foul, basket.
On Byron Scott, the fouls on Danny Ainge.
I never thought he could reach it from there because he shot it coming down.
Well, that's the great athletic ability of these players, Red. He's a great athlete so often. Let's see it again.
Let's see him. He shoots here. He's coming down.
He's coming down.
Just with his wrist.
14 points for Byron Scott. And they've come from the outside. Robert Parrish now has 2 fouls. Boston leads cut to 6. A chance to cut it to 5. And I put the old
whammy there.
Whammy on him by talking about it.
And by this time of game, usually Robert Parrish is having a little foul trouble when he's playing Kareem. So it's pretty good action for the Celtics, the fact that he's not in foul trouble.
It's the first free throw the Lakers have shot since the first quarter. Shot clock is down to 7 already for the Celtics. It's down to 5. Great pass by Bird, and the cut to me. That's twice. What's a great player.
He is unbelievable. He really is unbelievable.
But a smart play by Ainge to make the cut when he saw the opening. 8-point lead again for the Celtics. Skyhook. I guess Robert wasn't listening at halftime.
He's been shooting that shot for so long and so well.
Tries to pay him back. It doesn't work. Rambis with the rebound. That's Cooper. Rambis on the trail.
Good pass by
that was a good play by Rambis. He got the rebound, and he didn't hesitate at all. He busted right down the middle and made the hoop.
4-point lead now only for the Lakers. A good cut again by Ainge. There's weak side by Magic, but he stepped out of bounds.
Good weak side help.
Good offensive play and good defensive help.
Now, the reason that was so good is that that's the way the Lakers are assigned to play. Remember we talked a few minutes ago about the guy missing the assignment, and Pat Riley got mad because that's the Magic's job is to be there at that time on that particular defensive setup.
We see Bird going to the bench for a rest and McHale in for the Celtics. There's the double on Parrish. You leave Ainge open. Takes up the slack and buries it.
Same type of shot.
8 points for Danny Ainge. Celtics lead by 6. 4:55 to go here in the third period. This is Rick Barry along with Bill Russell and Red Auerbach from Boston Garden. It's been an exciting game so far. Kareem on the reverse spin move. Robert anticipating the skyhook, and Kareem tricked him that time.
Well, from that side, you make him go to the middle and shoot that skyhook.
19 for Kareem. Rambis takes down the Parrish miss. 3-on-2 break for the Lakers. They didn't fill the lanes real well that time, but Scott took care of it. He filled the basket.
And they're back to 2 points.
Back to a 2-point.
Well, the Lakers are back to playing their regular game. They stopped that half-court nonsense.
Kareem's out on Dennis Johnson. Parrish pushed off.
He caught him.
That's 3 fouls now on Parrish as McGee comes in for Scott. Another foul on Robert will change the strategy of K.C. Jones. Team fouls, 3 for Boston, 2 for the Lakers. We're inside of 4 minutes to go here in the third period.
Now, again, we're seeing that willpower we were talking about at the start of the game, Rick.
There's the lob. Cooper was there, and the rebound by McGee.
See, Dennis Johnson became a spectator at that point. He never blocked him out, never looked at him.
Let's see if we can see that play. There goes Dennis now.
See, he became a spectator. See him watching?
Elmer's there to help on the weak side, so the Lakers have tied it at 74 with 3:45 to go here in the third quarter.
Hi, I'm Magic Johnson of the LA Lakers. But there's nothing really magical about the things you can do to reduce your risk of heart attacks and stroke. First, eat sensibly. Don't smoke and get plenty of good exercise. Have your blood pressure checked regularly, and you could be feeling like magic, too. Call your American fighting for your life.
This message.
A minute scoreboard. It's seen the determine the coach for the All-Star game.
It might at that. Might at that. I'll tell you, every time those two teams meet, it's a battle, a real battle.
Well, they've had perennial battles for the years for the supremacy in the Atlantic Division, and it's no different this year. The Celtics actually improved their record over 3 games from last season at this time, and they find themselves tied with Philadelphia. There's a good steal by Rambis.
Good That's a bad pass.
Kareem. Now Parrish, that's 4 on Robert. 14 fouls. Now,
well, you know, he actually pinned that ball. Now watch it. He pinned that ball.
Another angle on it. Let's see if there's any contact.
I don't know whether you could have goaltending or whatever, but I didn't think he fouled him.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be called goaltending as opposed to that. Now, we'll see what happens from K.C. Jones' side. He's going to bring Carlos Clark into the ball game. He's coming in for Dennis Johnson, and Larry Bird's going to come in, I would presume, for Robert Parrish.
And they'll send Kevin McHale to the center.
Yes, exactly. That's what they're doing. Kareem has 20 points so far in this game. The Lakers have a 1-point lead. They were down by 8, remember. They're 7 for 13 now shooting. They were 1 for 6, so they've made 6 of their last 7 shots.
Well, you know what the worst psychology is? When you think a team is tired because they've played a lot of games, you ease up and they kill you.
Well, I don't think the Celtics have eased up. The Lakers just playing well.
Good defense. Rambis takes it away from McHale. Here comes Magic. There's McGee.
Great pass again by Magic Johnson.
The Lakers by 4. 2:59 to go here in the third period. A big swing for the Lakers. The fans a little anxious here at Boston Garden, trying to cheer on their Boston Celtics. Maxwell runs all over Rambis. Foul against Rambis. Basket for Maxwell.
Oh, that was a good play.
Cedric was determined, I think, to get that play off.
He made up his mind.
Here's the Midgie cam.
There's
I tell you what.
As long as Rambis is going to give ground,
I guess
you gotta go.
There's a lot of contact on that play by Cedric. Seemed like he might have been initiating it, but Rambis was moving. Cedric completes the three-point play, and it cuts it to a one-point Laker lead. 2:45 to go in the third.
I'll tell you one thing, I think, Rick. I think that Pat Riley's done a good job tonight in the change that he's made, because I think with
Rambis with a big offensive rebound, and Kareem throws up an air ball sky jump hook that time.
little steps by Ains, but that's okay.
Clark from 19. Pat Riley wants the timeout.
If he's going to start doing that, we got to reassess the thing.
2:19 to go here in the third period. Boston sneaks back on top by 1. Remember to send $1 to NBA Catalog, Post Office Box 800 800, Seattle, Washington 98108, and your dollar will be credited towards your first order. That's $1 to NBA Catalog, P.O. Box 800 800, Seattle, Washington 98108. I want to remind you that after tonight's game on the Superstation, it will be the world at war. Hitler retreats to Berlin as Germany crumbles around him, and Japan's war effort is jeopardized by shortages of food and labor. Part 12 airs tomorrow night after the Pistons-Knicks games here on the Superstation. And it'd be interesting to see what's going to happen at the end of this third quarter coming up, Red, because, and Bill, the Celtics are 27-0 when they've been leading after 3 periods. The Lakers are 24-2 when they've been leading after 3 periods.
Who comes up with all these statistics?
I don't know.
All I know is you got a game out here. You better worry about that one.
I agree with you, but I just think a lot of people like him, so we want to take care of those people who do.
Now we got to see who's going to be in the lead at the end of 3. Good play by Kareem.
Hits the deck. He's okay. He's looking for a foul. He doesn't get one. Back come the Celtics. 23 for Kareem. Good hustle by McGee. It goes back to Ains. Ains puts Boston up by 1. 1:50 to go. 10 points for Danny Ains.
Good hustle by Maxwell, too. Now they've got the Lakers in a half-court game.
Well, they've got to gamble. They've got a double team. If he's going to beat you out there, let him beat you out there.
Foul, McHale.
Now they're going to inside, outside. Now Kareem is now looking. He's making the defense commit before he decides whether he's going to shoot or pass. When he's doing that, he's the most intimidating offensive player in basketball, because you got to check that sky hook, and then when he's looking at pass, he's waiting to make you commit. And he's so patient with that.
Well,
he's got those big, strong hands, and that's the key. He's got the big, strong hands so he can hold the ball, and it's very difficult to slap it away from him.
Jamal Wilkes in for Magic Johnson. So Jamal getting more playing time tonight than
I think the result of this new way patch substitution, I think Worthy is a casualty, and Jamal Wilkes is the beneficiary of it. Because the way they're playing, this game is more into Jamal's style of play.
And Jamal came through with a good first half as Ains fires from 18 and hits again. Celtics by 2. 1:20 to go here in the third period. Foul, Bird, basket, Kareem.
I tell you, he's doing it all in there. He's doing it good, too.
Tied at 83.
Can't take that away from him.
He's making a lot of different moves tonight.
Well, he does that a lot so that he does all this so he can get back to that sky hook. But what he's doing here is he's creating such problems offensively that they're going to end up, if they keep triple teaming, they're going to end up with some 15, 12, and 8-foot shots for the Lakers.
27 points for Kareem, along with 6 rebounds. Bird posting up on Cooper. There's the double team. Back to Clark. McHale pushed off. No foul. And scores.
Well, what do you know? He finally made one.
6 points from McHale, way below his average.
But the offensive boards again are hurting the Lakers.
Looking again to Kareem. McHale has the duty of guarding him with Parrish on the bench with 4 fouls. Wide open Cooper, three-pointer, short. McGee
Good
pushed by Wedman.
Everybody saw that.
Boston in the penalty. Lakers have 3 team fouls. You have 34 seconds to go.
I'll tell you, somebody better tell the Celtics today's ball game to look at the film. Nobody's blocking out. It's amazing.
Well, the reason they're not blocking out, Red, is when you're double teaming and triple teaming, if the offensive guys move away from the ball, you have to foul them in order to block out. Because
well, that's true on that side, but the other guys become spectators. I don't like spectators. On my team, anybody.
How about in the building, Red?
In the building. That's where they belong.
That's Wedman's first foul as McGee misses. McAdoo's in for Kareem, who gets a rest. Magic's also on the bench. He's got 10 assists, only 6 points. Save.
Good hustle by Rambis. He's having a good game tonight.
Rambis done a good job on
that
the ball.
happens to be my biggest gripe in basketball is when the team misses a free throw and they get it back. That's my biggest gripe ever as a coach.
Even more than the referees, Red?
As a result, Boston looks at the Lakers getting a chance for perhaps the last shot. The Celtics will get the ball back, and they should be able to get the final shot of the third period. Cooper from 18 takes an early shot. The Celtics now will play for the last shot, I would presume, of this quarter, and a chance to increase their 1-point lead.
And we'll see if that whoever's leading the end of the third quarter holds up.
McGee with the foul. That's only 4 fouls now.
That's why he did it.
But I would think if you're going to do that, Red, you would wait to maybe only 2 seconds or something to go, or 3, so they don't have as much time to set up. 8 seconds, a lot of time is still set up.
You're right. You're right. But I don't think he could see the clock from where he was.
Yeah, well, they're close to the bench. I would think the bench should have helped him out. We're down to 5 to 4. Ames with another shot. The shot clock stops. Remember now, the clock stops. 3-pointer by Cooper. No go, and so the Celtics lead by 3 at the end of 3. Remember, they have not lost the game all season. 27-0 when leading after 3 periods. We'll be back. Rick Barry back along with Bill Russell and Red Auerbach, and we want to remind you that on the 9th of February, Superstation at 9:05 Eastern Time is going to bring you the Schick NBA Legends Classic, which will be played prior to the All-Star game in Indianapolis, along with the Gatorade Slam Dunk. Now, in that Slam Dunk, that should be very exciting with defending champion Larry Nance, Julius Erving's in it, Charles Barkley, the round mound of rebound, Clyde the Glide Drexler, Darrell Griffith, Air Jordan, Dominique Wilkins, and Orlando Woolridge.
I've got a suggestion on that Slam Dunk. I think they ought to have 2 of them. One for unlimited and one for everybody 6'2" or under.
Hey, Red.
Interesting concept.
Hey, Red,
Okay.
if you're little, stay out of the way.
I got to fight for the little guys.
Start of the 4th and final period here at the Boston Garden. Kareem still on the bench for the Lakers, as is Magic Johnson. Parrish with 4 fouls on the bench.
3-second
3
violation.
seconds.
Now, what causes 3 seconds a lot of time is a team out of sync. Now, Jamal Wilkes has not played very much. And so the guys that are out there now really, except for Magic, they really don't know what he's going to do.
Magic playing Jamal playing defensive guard against Dennis Johnson. McHale can't get it to drop over McAdoo, and Rambis doing a fine job on the boards for the Lakers.
Sure is, both sides.
McAdoo.
He can fill it up.
With the best of them. I think he's the 4th active or 3rd active leading scorer in the NBA. That's his first 2 points of the game. Boston by 1. 11 minutes to go in the game. Lakers hustling on the defense, doubling whenever they get a chance. Wedman short. And McHale doing what he does best, offensive rebound. Little flat, McGee with the rebound. And McAdoo is the 3rd leading.
You know, I noticed something today. McHale was shooting a dead ball. For some reason or other, he has no spin on it.
No rotation. He's not getting it rolling up off his fingertips. He's got it up in his fingertips when he's releasing it. We'll try and keep a closer look on that. Got a little battling inside, and it's going to be a double dribble.
Or discontinue.
So the Lakers come down and turn it over 2 of the last 3 times without a shot.
And Pat Riley is saying pass the ball, because now they're pass the ball, dribbling, pass the ball, dribbling. They got to move the ball without the dribble in there.
Remember, the Lakers are way behind the Celtics in turnovers. Now they've surpassed them, as you saw on the screen. Clark takes it all away.
Michael Cooper's doing a good job of keeping the ball away from Larry Bird to keep him from shooting. He's doing an excellent job on it, because Larry Bird hasn't been a scoring factor in the second half.
Clark has 8 points, doing a good job in his reserve role here this evening. Kareem and Magic getting ready to come in. And almost another turnover for the Lakers, but last touch by Clark. Here comes Kareem and Magic.
It's a good thing he did that. Here's the shot in the minicam right there.
That's Clark on his last drive.
Last drive.
All right, now comes the strategy. Magic Johnson and Kareem are coming back. Now you've got to see whether Casey Jones will counter with Maxwell and Parrish.
Well, they're not getting up. 2-shot foul before the ball's in. It's going to be on Larry Bird. See, his 3rd foul.
You know, Michael Cooper has done a good job on Larry Bird in this second half. And the reason it's 2 shots is because the foul was committed before the ball was thrown in.
Before the ball was thrown in, and that's the first time I've seen it called this year.
Is against your team, I read.
McAdoo cuts the Laker deficit to 1 only now. 10 minutes to go in the ball game. Still no move on the Celtic bench for any substitutions. Parrish on the bench, remember, with 4 fouls. Shot clock is down to 7 seconds. Bird battling with Cooper. We got a foul on Cooper. That'll be the first team foul against the Lakers.
That's right. He must have fouled him 9 times.
Red.
I'm sorry, 8 times.
I thought he was going to be impartial. Let's see if we can get it now. Here's the contact.
Look at it.
Now there's the contact.
They got to give him a saddle.
Red, it was only 4 fouls. It wasn't 7 or 8.
Well, he's much smaller than Larry.
McHale takes Kareem outside to no avail. Look at who comes up with it. Clark out of bounds. The fans wanted a foul. Remember, there's no force out anymore in the NBA. It's either a foul or it's a turnover.
You don't hear the whistle. You got to try to keep the ball in play.
Parrish now getting ready to come back in. Got 9:20 to go in the game. Boston up by 1. Good ball movement by the Lakers. McAdoo tracks down his miss. No offensive foul. No basket.
You notice McAdoo did not object to it. He knew what he did.
He was off balance, really, and he just crashed into the man. Let's see it again.
But it was a good play.
He gets the ball. He goes in. Yeah, he jumped in.
And he really didn't have to do that.
No. But when you're off balance and you try to get that shot off, because he knew he couldn't go up in the air, and so he was expecting the defensive play. That didn't come.
At the big lineup in now for the Celtics, Parrish, Bird, and McHale in the front line, with Clark and Johnson in the backcourt. McAdoo battling inside with McHale. 3 seconds on McHale. So the Lakers with another chance to take the lead.
And they're playing good defense, because they're not, first of all, they're not letting Larry Bird handle the ball at all. And that's Michael Cooper primarily.
That's the best way to try and stop Larry.
Yes.
He can do too many things when he has it in his hand. Kareem with the sky hook.
It works.
Boy, he's having some night. He hasn't scored this many in quite a while.
Really it's been at least 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, right. 29 for Kareem. Oh, a foul on Cooper. He did not like the call. Battling against Bird inside again. Second team foul, second foul on Cooper.
Well, he's not in foul trouble, so let's see what it looks like in there.
Larry doing a good acting job.
Both of them are.
Yeah, it was. Both of them are. The Academy Awards are coming up pretty soon, aren't they?
Well, that's a calculated risk, the way he plays Bird. See, he'll gamble. He'll foul him. If they call it, he's in trouble. If they don't, it's a plus.
Maxwell crashes in offense this time. Well, I'll tell you, the acting going on here tonight would make Marty Facetta, the producer of the Academy Awards show, very proud.
Now, let's see if we can take a look at it. Here's Maxwell. Now,
I don't know.
I didn't expect you to agree with the call, Reg. McAdoo from 18.
And unless they get Larry Bird involved in the offense, they're going to have a hard time going down the
We're
stretch.
inside of 8 minutes. And the Lakers are up by 3. It's been a great seesaw battle here. Two great teams. One of the best in the East, the Celtics and the Sixers, the two best records in the league. Going against the best in the West, the Lakers. Dennis Johnson on a tough shot. Just inside the three-point area. DJ has 20 now. Remember, he had 16 at the half, so he's only got 4 in this second half. Good fake by Cooper against Bird. Parrish hit his feet, no foul. Here comes Larry.
Here comes Magic Johnson. Dennis trying to slow him down.
They leave Magic open, and he responds.
He's shooting that ball a lot better this year than I've seen him in a long time.
Well, he's had that shot all the time, Red, but he doesn't like to shoot it because he feels he's better off getting the guys inside.
Magic has 8. Clark, good defense by Scott, who came in, made him miss the shot. Last touch by the Celtics. And Casey Jones takes a timeout. He sees his team now trailing the Lakers by 3 with 6:49 to go. There's that last good defensive play by Byron Scott. Might have got a piece of it. Boston crowd urging on the home team. They're trailing by 3, 6:49 to go. I'm Rick Barry along with Red Auerbach and Bill Russell from the Boston Garden. And this is basketball at its best. The field goals, the Lakers 4 for 6 so far in the fourth quarter. Boston only 2 for 8. Larry Bird is only 1 for 4 here in the second half. Not taking very many shots. Ames back in for the Celtics. Shot clock is to 5. To 3. Good ball movement. Scott can't get it to go.
Now
that was hard defense, wasn't it, Russ?
Good defense. But they've got to get Larry Bird involved in the offense because they're out of sync with now because of the job that Cooper's doing on it.
They're looking inside. He banged Cooper. Knocked away. The Lakers come up with a good defense. Traveling called against Scott. That was excellent defense by the Lakers.
You know what I like about the Lakers defense? They've taken what essentially is some bad defense and made it part of a positive factor.
James Worthy's getting ready to come back in for the Lakers. 15-footer by Parrish.
Parrish got away with one that time.
The traveling you're talking about?
Oh, he's pushing off.
14 for the Chief. 1 point, Laker lead. 5:40 to go in the game. Mismatch inside. Maxwell on Kareem. They're battling in there. You can see him in the left part of your screen. Look at him go at it. Cooper from 15. DJ with the rebound.
I'll tell you, this game's going to get rougher.
Ames. Boston, 5-1.
Here, you can't breathe here. I can tell you, boy. I think Pat Riley's going to call timeout.
16 points for Danny Ainge as Pat Riley does not want things to get out of hand. The crowd has pumped up the Boston Celtics. They lead by 1, 5:08 to go.
America's Game is brought to you in part by Menon. Menon products take care of people who take care of themselves.
The final 5 minutes and 8 seconds, and we'll have more NBA action for you tomorrow night coming from Madison Square Garden. Detroit Pistons, led by Isaiah Thomas, Kelly Tribuca, Dan Brownfield will be battling against the Knicks. 8:05 Eastern Time.
This is the best part of the game. to being as a player.
Got anchor inside to Kareem. He had the mismatch. He's got Dennis Johnson on him. Here comes the skyhook. Cooper with a big offensive rebound. Kareem.
That's another that offensive rebound by
tough.
Cooper.
He's awful tough in there tonight. He really is.
31 points for Kareem. He gives the Lakers the lead with 4:30 to go here in the game. Foul, Cooper against Bird.
All right, saved him a basket.
3 team fouls, 3 fouls against Cooper. You can see Larry using his body so well. Larry just drew the foul with great body position that time, and the foul did save a basket for the Lakers.
He's keeping it up.
Great pass. Well, that pass had to be perfect because the Lakers defense was right there.
It just threaded the needle on that one. Larry Bird with only a second basket here in the second half.
And what's great about this is to watch how great these teams can execute with the defensive pressure that they're feeling.
Bird has 19 for the game. 3-pointer by Scott. Worthy keeps it alive. Saved by Scott. Here comes Parrish. Ames with magic back. Knocked out of bounds by Kareem.
They're getting back on
That was a bad
defense.
pass. Coming down on that break, he should have faked with his shoulder and gone all the way himself. He had to draw a foul.
Yeah, he threw a cross court against the traffic that time. Cooper's now on DJ. Rebound, Scott off the Bird miss. 3-on-2 break, 4-on-2. The trailer, Cooper. Kareem, foul.
Foul's on
either on Bird or Parrish. It was 5 on Parrish or 4 on Bird. Don Parrish, that's 5. Costly. Got to stay in now, though.
He's in his accustomed place when he's playing Kareem. He's in foul trouble.
Look at Kareem just shove Dennis Johnson out of the way to get this rebound here. DJ hits the deck, and there's Parrish coming over the back, drawing the foul. Kareem with the chance to put the Lakers ahead. That ties it.
He's having a good night making the free throws.
That's right. He shoots them very well. You notice the backspin on that thing and the follow through.
A guy with a touch like that would probably end up being an all-time leading scorer.
You didn't say that, did you, Bill?
I love these kind of games. This is a great time to be in a game of this. You know, when you're going down, when every play means something.
And there's been a lot of them in this building. Got a mismatch. Bird's got Scott on him. And he takes advantage for the boom drop. Kareem to Magic. Here they come. Magic's going to wait for Kareem. Good move.
Right.
3 minutes to go in the ball game. Lakers by 1. Parrish has 5, remember. Air ball. Ainge almost carried it that time. DJ. Another one heartbreak for the Celtics. DJ gets it back. Ainge comes up with it. You can't give the team that many tries and get away with it. Let's see if it works. Ainge from 18. 3-on-1 break. Here they come.
They're watching him. They're watching
Here comes Worthy. The Lakers now by 100. They now are up by 3.
Very bad. We had too many spectators.
Harris.
You talk about a ball game going to the wire.
Coming down to 2 minutes to go in the game. 16 for Robert Parrish. A 1-point Laker lead. Every possession so important now. Execution will win. Cooper all the way. Tough shot. Takes it away from Parrish. Knocked away by Johnson. Great hustle by Cooper. Big steal.
He's got quick and strong hands. Let's take a look at it. He goes in.
Free throw on that. Let's watch that again.
I guess it's
just reached in and thrown it away.
That was a good play.
Good play.
And the Lakers have taken a timeout. We've got 1:45 to go, and the Lakers lead by 1. Stay with us. Very be back with Red Auerbach and Bill Russell. And Red Bill, I think that was an excellent timeout by Pat Riley. He's got a 1-point lead, and he's got 1:45 to go. I guess he wants to have a good shot this time for his team.
Well, he wants to get it into Kareem, and he wants to spread the court. And if they drop off him, they're going to go for the three-pointer. It wouldn't surprise me at all. Then they get it up to 4. I mean, they got the guys out there can do it. But you know that Los Angeles actually has been playing with 3 guards most of this ball game. Cooper's a guard, Magic's a guard, Scott's a guard.
But Cooper is one of those guys that he's a guard forward at the same time. Because he's hitting the offensive board, and he's doing an excellent defensive job on Larry Bird.
I was wondering whether Casey would put McHale back. I think that's a good move.
Yes, he brought him in just before the timeout. Kareem from the outlet.
And there's Cooper.
Inside, Worthy's got DJ on him. Forces up and off balance, tough shot.
This is what, but that's part of his game, is to get inside and post up. And then he hasn't had much chance to do that tonight.
He's got 10 points, but the Lakers have a 3-point lead. We're inside of a minute 30. McHale doubled up inside. Shot clock's down under 10. Nowhere to throw it right open. Shot clock is to 5. Scott on DJ. Big rebound by Worthy off the Johnson miss.
And that may be a key play there. If the Lakers score it this time.
Yeah, the Celtics are in trouble.
Magic holding it up, calling out the play, trying to look inside to Kareem. Remember, Parrish has 5. There's the double by Ainge. Shot clock to 6, to 5, 4. Knocked away by Ainge. Bird to back to Ainge. Bird on the trail. Parrish scores, count it.
Another great play. Now, Bird had that shot, but he didn't take a chance because he hadn't been shooting well. And he saw Parrish underneath there.
Well, I don't know whether that was the reason. He's so smart out there that he felt that he got it in close. A guy like Parrish has a chance for a three-pointer. Now they're 44 seconds. If you're Los Angeles, what do you do if he ties it up?
Well, you want to get 2 shots to 1.
That's right. That's right, Coach.
Got to get it down there and take 2 to 1. And he does tie it.
Now, if Los Angeles is smart, they take a shot quickly.
And the Lakers, who seem to have control, come up with a costly turnover, and the Celtics capitalize with a big 3-point play. Magic with Ainge on him. Great spin move, no basket, foul outside, foul on Ainge.
That's all right.
Magic will go to the free throw line, and the Lakers will get the last possession of the game.
So they
now, that is not, it is not a penalty. Let me see.
So they get the ball at half court. So the Celtics will get the last shot if the Lakers miss.
Yes,
if they get the rebound.
Okay, now
the Lakers,
the Lakers have called a timeout. Let's set the scene here. We've got 30 seconds to go. We've got a tie ball game at 1:02. Okay, now they're going to get the ball on the sideline. Let's go to the expert. This is the guy that taught you a lot anyway, Bill. Red, now, if you're the Lakers, what kind of a play would you try to run? What would your strategy be?
I believe at this time, you've got to run it as close to the 24-second clock as you can. You got to be careful if you miss the shot that you don't make a stupid over-the-back foul climbing on. Because if they take a shot, they still got a chance for a rebound. If they don't get the rebound, the Celtics only got about, say, 4 or 5 seconds at the most. And you got to take that chance. But if they shoot quick, even if they make it, the Celtics theoretically can hit a three-pointer and beat them or tie it up with a foul, because both teams are in foul trouble.
Okay, so you heard from Red Auerbach, and Red, what you're saying then basically is that you should use most of the 24-second clock.
Yes.
Not come down and take a quick shot. All right, who would you look to, Bill, if you were the Lakers to go to in this situation, other than Kareem?
Thanks.
I think everybody else knows it's Kareem, but seriously.
Well, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Worthy is
2-on-2 if you can with Magic and Kareem. The reason for that is Magic has been hitting that outside shot. Plus, he and Kareem work to give and go better than any 2 guys in the league.
Okay, now, Red, you brought up an interesting thing, and I tend to agree that this will be an interesting strategy to perhaps look to Kareem as a decoy and get the ball and do something with Worthy posting up.
That might be, but I'll tell you one thing. They're going to really hit those offensive boards on the inside. Worthy if the ball goes into Kareem, I hope the cameras can pick up Worthy as he makes the shot, because he's going to roll around the guy trying to get that offensive.
All right, here we go. We've got 30 seconds to go in what has been a great game. A roller coaster of emotions taking place here at Boston Garden.
Now, here's another point. Bird will take the guy taking the ball out, and he'll play him real tough. He won't give him an easy pass throwing it in. That's important. A lot of coaches don't do that.
Now you can see
Watch
exactly what Fred said. Okay, they don't seem to be in any big rush. Going to be a quick shot and a tough one by Kareem. Worthy with the kick, followed by Johnson. 2 kicks. Again, battle. Harris with the rebound. Timeout, Boston.
Well, they sure had their chances.
They had enough chances at it.
They had their chances, and Worthy was something else.
Well, Ray, what they did was to take what you said they shouldn't have done, which was a quick shot, and it really wasn't a good shot. Let's watch it again.
Bad shot. Very bad shot.
Well, you got to take it when you can get it, first of all.
All right, now wait a minute. Now watch what happens. Watch Worthy. You can't see him, but he's around in there.
There he is.
There
over
he is
there.
now. Got the inside. You see? He's got the inside position, and he's up there.
That's magic. He puts it up. He hits it again. And there's Robert Parrish. Time out.
And the chant starts again. Beat L.A.
Now, what are you going to do, Red, if you're
if they took that shot with 5-6 seconds left in the ball game, we would be in overtime.
Exactly.
Now, Boston's going to run the thing to about 4 seconds left. I would give it to Larry Bird, because Worthy is on him. He can fake Worthy.
I think they're going to, I bet you they'll put Cooper on him now.
No, they can't, because they're in foul trouble. If they call one of those fouls on Cooper, that's the ball game. They can't take that chance. They'll put Worthy on him, and I think that Bird can fake him and get the ball. If not, I'd give it to Dennis Johnson.
I like Dennis with the ball.
That's right.
Well, I'll tell you, both players are not bad to have the ball.
I'll tell you now,
they both can shoot, and they both can pass.
I'll tell you one thing, though, Red. This year, this season, for the first time, I would not hesitate to give it to Danny Ainge.
Oh, you're right.
I think he's mature to the type of player that can make that shot now.
He always liked to be a clutch player. If you recall his college career, he wanted that ball right down the line.
Okay, guys, now you're giving me 3 guys. I mean,
that's nice to have the option.
I know.
If you're the coach, you have 3 guys that you think can make it.
What's going to happen? The ball go to Parrish.
Yeah, or to McHale, probably.
Or McHale.
Just they see how much you guys know.
Well, I think you can look for McHale to be on the offensive board. He's a good offensive.
See, they're taking it out there. They're not going to midcourt. It's harder to get it in.
Right. You got the whole court to work with here.
The whole court to fool with.
And it looks like Cooper is going on Bird.
Oh, yeah,
and Worthy has moved over to Dennis Johnson.
And they'll probably pass it to Robert Parrish.
Here we go, counting. There's the shot. The game clock.
9.
There we go. Rambis, who came in, and McHale makes it. The Lakers will have the last chance.
1 second left.
1 second.
1 second.
Well, we said that they probably would go to
now, let me tell you something. The Lakers will take the ball in. They may throw it to Jabbar. They may throw it to Kareem, or they may even gamble on a 3-pointer. But the guy taking the fellow who's got the ball out of bounds.
They've got to play him
tough. Got to play him tough. I see these college teams, and they put a guy in the middle there. What good does he do?
All right, here comes the play again.
Now, Bird got Cooper on him.
And Rambis, who's in the game, fronted.
Now McHale's got that position. There's that shot.
Well, he was due to make one.
Well, you see, they tricked you all.
All the guys we named.
Just like you said. All right, the guy you did name, they went to the guy that
I thought he was going to be going to the offensive board.
You think he's a little bit happy? Yes.
Now, one thing you cannot do. You cannot foul. Hey, you're getting smart. You ought to be a coach.
Well,
he tried that one.
Hey, Red.
He tried that twice.
I've learned from you. That is no way to grow old gracefully.
Was it?
Coaching is no way to grow old gracefully.
That's right. What do you think I quit when I was young?
Are you saying that you just grow old?
That's it.
That's it, huh?
Quickly.
Did you see all the gray hairs on Casey the last year and a half?
And that's winning.
And that's winning, yeah.
Kevin McHale, who has not had a particularly outstanding game game.
All right, now you got Max in there.
Now they're going for a defensive team. Now, what Casey's going to put in there, see, Red, I got you on the bench again. What Casey's going to do is put his best defensive guys out there. No, he's not going to take Bird out.
Not taking Bird out.
No, that's one of his best defensive players. Now, what is
the big lineup in?
Hey, take Danny out is who I take out.
That's who he's taking out, I believe.
I don't think so.
Got McHale,
I think they'll leave the same group in there.
Johnson, and Parrish.
No, I would take Danny out.
Danny is out, and it's Maxwell, Parrish, McHale, Bird,
They don't
and
have time to go around the guys.
That's right. Got to get tall guys as possible.
Well, it's going to take a prayer and a miracle here to come through for the Lakers. And Red's over here coaching McHale on the sideline.
I don't think they're going to be able to get. I don't think they're going to be able to get. The only shot they'll be able to get up is maybe a three-pointer.
Coach him, Red. He's doing the coaching. Here's the pass. He's open. The pass was off by him, but he had a man wide open.
What they did, he made a bad pass because Kevin McHale was in his vision. By throwing his arms up and everything like that, he was in his vision.
But they ran a great play. Credit Pat Riley for getting his man open. The pass didn't come through. A great game, and the world champion Boston Celtics come out victorious. A 104-102 victory over a gallant Los Angeles Lakers ball club.
I'm tired. I got tired watching this game. What's that?
I came out of my seat. I've never been out of that seat. If we lost this game,
you never would have been out again.
It would be hard to get me out again. I'll tell you that right now.
You won't go back, huh?
Okay, well, thanks for joining us, Fred, and we will be back with the Boston Celtics victorious over the Lakers. Let's take one more look at the basket that won the game for the Boston Celtics with time ticking away. It's Larry Bird looking inside for McHale, battling against Rambis. He gets the position, and the great pass by Bird and the outstanding shot by McHale wins the game for the Boston Celtics. And our player of the game is not Kevin McHale, it is Dennis Johnson. Dennis Johnson with 20 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists and a steal, and he had been playing outstanding basketball all season long. On behalf of Miller Lite and Turner Broadcasting, we're donating $500 to the Multiple Sclerosis Foundation on behalf of Dennis Johnson for an outstanding effort. We want to remind you that tomorrow night we'll be bringing you the action from Madison Square Garden, 8:05 Eastern Time. It will be the Detroit Pistons, led by Isaiah Thomas, going up against the New York Knicks. From Boston Garden, this is Rick Barry for Red Auerbach and Bill Russell saying goodnight, and thanks for joining us.